G'day cocktail lovers, I hope you've been keeping well. It's all happening in the world these days, isn't it? There's too much news. Someone has got the world on fast forward. Hey, how about a little distraction with a cocktail? I want to make this one. I was looking at, is there anything interesting that we're having an anniversary of, or the official day off? Was Vodka Day on Sunday. I don't usually upload videos on a Sunday, and I'm not going to say I find vodka boring, but as a friend put it, vodka is the sad story of a spirit that could have been gin if it just tried a little harder. So I'm not really going to do anything vodka, but I did notice that the 6th of October is known to a lot of people as Mad Hatter Day, as in Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter. And if you can't work out why that is, traditionally the Mad Hatter's Mad Hat has a little card on it that says, in this style 10 and 6, which means that the hat was for sale and he's not taken the sale card out that said you could buy that hat for 10 shillings and sixpence, which I think was a lot of money when the book was written. But it's a pretty special hat as well. So 10-6 with the American style calendar, 10-6, 6th of October, people call this Mad Hatter Day. Personally, I'm going to try and remember it for the 10th of June next year. The way we run the calendar, 10-6, that would be 10th of June, and that would be Mad Hatter Day. But as I found it, and it's a good source of inspiration, the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, I'm going to make a Mad Hatter cocktail. This is a bit freeform. I could charitably call it an original cocktail. I thought there's got to be people calling cocktails a Mad Hatter online, and there were dozens, and they were very different, and so there's no consistent thing of this is a Mad Hatter cocktail, which lets me have a bit of freedom, which is always fun. One of the themes that ran through a lot of the Mad Hatter cocktails online was make it a really bright color. Blue Curacao was a very popular ingredient for that, and I thought, yep, that is pretty good. I am going to go with Blue Curacao as well. I'm going to make this a bit of a wild and Mad Hatter of a cocktail. And that's the other thing. I think I remember reading why were hatters known to be mad, and it was apparently a chemical that they used in shaping the hats, the top hats, was actually a poison that would actually cause brain damage, which would have a rather adverse effect on the hatters. So that's not good, but let's leave that heavy stuff aside. We'll just do the light-hearted Alice in Wonderland Mad Hatter. Let's go. To give it a bit of backbone, I am going to make rum the central flavor in this drink. Some of the cocktails used vodka, which doesn't really have a flavor. I saw some with rum and I thought, I like that a bit more. I'm using this rum that I've just picked up this week, a coconut rum. It's actually, the rum was imported from Trinidad and Tobago, but the spicing of it was done here in Melbourne, in Australia. And I had to get it when I read this description on their website. It's done by one Elise Goodwin, won the first national cocktail competition of all things tiki, land and sea. They resolved the opportunity to work with Rum Diary to create her own special small batch spiced rum. A quote from Elise, "I wanted to create something different and fun. I love coconuts, so set out to create an authentic, dry, light, gold coconut rum." So what they've done, it was an aged rum, so it was a dark rum. They've used activated charcoal to remove the colour. They've blended 3 different coconut macerations with cacao nibs with Australian native wattle seed, and that complements the coconut profile. It's a limited edition. I think they made 2,500 bottles. I've got bottle 1841 of 2,500. So when it's gone, it's gone. But it's pretty special. I have been sort of indulging in this since I got it. So, as I said, this is my hero in this. I'm going to do 1.5 ounces, 45 mils of rum. And we wanted a wild colour to go with the Mad Hatter theme. So I said Blue Curacao was in most of these recipes that I saw. Everyone thought the drink should be blue or green. It should be a very bright colour. So I'm following that advice, and I'm going for 1 ounce or 30 mils of Blue Curacao. I'm not done with the blue. I've got some blue absinthe, and I think that's particularly fitting for the Mad Hatter. But considering it's so strong, both in flavor and alcohol content, I'm just going to do half an ounce, 15 mils of absinthe in this cocktail. We're also going to add an ounce, 30 mils of grenadine. I've got some homemade grenadine, way better than store-bought. It's very easy. You just get pomegranate juice, or an actual pomegranate if you're that gung-ho. But I did it with pomegranate juice, and it's like a natural, no preservatives, no additives type one. 50% pomegranate juice, 50% sugar. Simmer it on the stove till the sugar is completely melted in. Much tastier than store-bought grenadine, and it doesn't have all the preservatives in it. So I'm going to do 1 ounce, 30 mils of grenadine. Some of the recipes also called for a sour mix, which is apparently an abominable thing that's quite common in the US. I think you can get it in shops in Australia, but it's not that common. I'm actually going to use, it's basically a sour mix that I made myself. I followed a recipe, but a simple one is, you can do one that's like 1 part sugar syrup, 1 part lemon juice, 1 part lime juice, or more sugar syrup if you like things sweeter. But mixing the citrus with the sugar syrup is a very easy way to make a sweet and sour mix. This was slightly more complicated, but yeah, I'm just doing half an ounce. So my recommendation, if you wanted to keep it simple for a sweet and sour mix, either a store-bought one, or just make one that's 1 part lemon juice, 1 part lime juice, 1 part sugar syrup, and put half an ounce, 15 mils, in the Mad Hatter cocktail. That is it for the ingredients. So add ice to our shaker, put the lid on, give this a good solid shake for about 10 seconds to get the drink nice and chilled. For glassware, I've decided on this nice, elegant, I think it's actually meant to have dessert in it, but I've done a little coloured sugar rim just to give it that sort of party feel. I decided I'm just going to do the dirty dump, as we say, rather than fuss with this, because this is not meant to be a very precise drink. This is the Mad Hatter, so just dropping it in, ice and all. Ooh, and I judged that fairly well. I think I chuck in a bit more ice to get it looking nice and right up to the rim of the glass. Through the magic of editing, I've now filled up the glass, and I think that is a suitably wild-looking Mad Hatter cocktail. And now the big question is, how much would the Mad Hatter enjoy this? Because I've got a mouthful of sugar from the rim, let's go. What's working really well with the sweetness from the Curacao, and in fact the sugar rim, the anise or licorice flavour from the absinthe, this really tastes like a dessert. It's quite surprising to me how much this actually tastes like a dessert. There is a little bit of the coconut and cacao spicing from the rum coming through. The absinthe hasn't overpowered it, but if you're not particularly fond of absinthe but still want to try it, don't be scared to dial it back a little. I did half an ounce, maybe even do a quarter of an ounce, 5 or 10 mils of absinthe just to get a touch. I happen to quite like absinthe, so this is really working for me. This one's quite working for me, so I'm glad to have had the excuse to make this for Mad Hatter Day. I'd be interested if you try something like this. This is a very free-form cocktail. I did not test this one before making it. I looked at some recipes online, so I could take that from that one and that from that one, and I was just really inspired to add the absinthe. I thought that was very on topic for the Mad Hatter, for the somewhat outrageous reputation that absinthe has had over the years. It altogether makes for a very blue and a really quite enjoyable drink. I hope you like that recipe. I'd be really interested if you try it, or if you had anything else that the Mad Hatter speaks to you. Did I miss something out? I was tempted to put some iced tea in there because of course the Mad Hatter and Alice were having a tea party, but then I was worried that was too many conflicting flavors going in. But maybe I should have. Maybe another day I'll try it with a bit of iced tea. But that's it for today, and that's the Mad Hatter, well, done my style anyway. Do it your style by all means. The Mad Hatter would not want us to be constrained. We should all be our own people and come up with something that we like. This is what I like. I hope you're doing something you like. I hope to see you again soon. Hey, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, it would be great if you did. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload videos. Tell your friends, share it with your friends and family, and I hope to see you again soon. Stay well. See you soon. Bye.